guys, coming back to you guys again with another video. It is Sunday night and I'm actually thinking I'm gonna start doing these Q&As every Sunday night, so this is gonna be the official Sunday night Q&A video. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now, I post on my Instagram and let everybody know to comment on that Instagram picture or video. I pick 10 random questions. It can be anything you guys wanna know. It doesn't have to be about training or food. It can be about music choices. It can be about places I wanna go visit. Anything, literally anything. So I'm actually gonna pick out some messages from my YouTube inbox. I do those as well. I like to actually put those in these videos just so I can answer the questions. So the first one's gonna be from GV4Sons13, who asks, Eric, I'm a huge fan. I've been watching your videos for months now. I love your cheat day videos. I'm contacting you because it's with your eating disorder and you used to be a chubby kid. I'm sick and tired of being a bulimic, and I'm trying hard to stop, but I want to lose belly fat and have a flat stomach. I'm really glad that I was able to get this message in from this individual, because I think this is a very strong topic to talk about, and distinguishing bulimia versus anorexia. At the end of the day, it's an eating disorder and it's really something you need to tackle. Now, I'm not gonna say that anything's worse than the other in terms of the severity of eating disorders, but being a 16-year-old kid and dealing with something like that, like bulimia, which is something that's extremely harsh on your body, purging out food, which can rupture your esophagus. You can actually deal with depleted electrolytes, which can lead to heart attacks. It can lead to very negative consequences. It's crucial that you attack that as soon as possible. So do your best to reach out to those around you. I know I mentioned this a lot in a lot of my responses to these types of questions, but do your best to reach out to those around you. I'm very glad that you sent me the message, but you really need to reach out to your loved ones and get this under control as soon as possible, because that toned stomach is really not worth forcing your body through such heartache. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. Alrighty, and the next question is going to be from Elizabeth Ford, who asks, hey Eric, I'm currently in the process of getting a road bike. Currently have a giant Avail Live bike. Awesome bike, by the way. However, from this bike, I could upgrade to a specialized Dolce Elite or a Cannondale. I know that you work in a bike shop and that you really love your new Giant and preach them. What do you think about these other companies? The huge thing about looking at different bike brands and just different bikes in general is really narrowing it down to which one feels best for you. My recommendation would be to obviously try all of these bikes, and you're gonna know when you sit on it, when you ride it, it's just gonna feel like the right bike. And depending on the price point, I mean, whether it's Giant, Specialized, Fuji, GT, any of these bike brands, it's just, at the end of the day, above a certain price point, they're all pretty much the same. I mean, I'm gonna be the first to admit it, but it's all branding. I mean, the fact that I love Giant, I preach Giant, because Giant, I feel like you get the best bang for your buck out of that bike brand. And they are the largest bike manufacturer in the world. They make pretty much everybody's bikes. So I stand behind them because I obviously love them, I sell them, and they're just an awesome company. And now we're gonna head over to Instagram. So the first question is gonna be from Laura993, who says, thoughts on protein powders? They can be delicious and nutritious. No, but really, protein powders are a really great way for those who have trouble getting enough protein in on a daily basis, which is really perplexing to me, considering that most people eat way more protein than they need. Anyways, I mean, it's just another form of processed food, really. I mean, that's it, plain and simple. So it's a great way, it's a convenient way for those people that, again, have trouble getting enough protein during their daily diet to get that in. And I mean, they can be tasty, but that's really my thoughts on protein powders. The next question is gonna be from Morgan, who asks, do you think that it is hard for people who have had eating disorders to be in long-lasting relationships? And how do you think it is for people who want to get in a relationship with someone who has had an eating disorder? This is gonna vary from individual to individual, because I feel like if that relationship really will last, it's not gonna necessarily matter. Like, when you love somebody, granted we're talking about just a simple relationship here, I feel like if you love somebody, the eating disorder won't really matter. That person will love you for who you are individually. I don't feel like it's really possible though to be in a relationship though with somebody who has had, or who is in the midst of an eating disorder, and I just feel like that person has to love themselves first before they can essentially make that relationship work. You can't do both. It's just not possible. Alrighty, and the next one's from CTH Athlete. If you could only buy 3 cereals for the rest of your life, what would they be? And this is a damn hard question to answer. I'm gonna say Raisin Bran, Honey Bunches of Oats, and let's see, this is really, really hard. I'm gonna go with Honey Smacks, those 3. What are your other forms of therapy, calming down, that you use on days that you're feeling anxious or depressed? Instantly, I want to go to music. I'm actually thinking about getting my guitar back, and actually I'm going to be going to look at guitars tomorrow, looking at acoustics, and that was always a great way for me to just relax and just not worry about anything. So that's my main answer to that question, is to just play music. What is the hardest part about being a YouTuber, asks Sydney Fit. Oh man, a lot. The hardest part about being a YouTuber is constantly thinking about what you're gonna be doing next, what everybody's going to like, how people are gonna respond to your videos, how I can continuously get better, just worrying about everything and constantly trying to put out content. And I've mentioned this in numerous videos, but it's very, very hard to be consistent and to balance that in with everything else in life. But yeah, that's just all about how seriously you take it. If you want to be successful on YouTube and you want to grow as a YouTube channel, you have to do those things essentially. Alrighty, next question is from Andrea, who says, what are your thoughts on binge eating disorder? I have it, going vegan is really helping me. My thoughts on binge eating disorder, or I'm just gonna assume binge eating disorder with veganism. I'm actually probably gonna get a lot of flack from this, but I think that veganism, the lifestyle that veganism promotes is actually one that can actually help eating disorders, and specifically binge eating disorder. I think that it really can help out in the sense that it's going to get you more satiation. You're going to be eating more whole foods. You're not going to be eating granted, there are junk foods in the vegan diet, a lot of vegan diets out there, but the fact of the matter is you're going to be eating a lot of more plant-based whole foods, which are going to satiate you longer. I feel like most binges and most people that suffer from the binge eating disorder are used to either fasting, restriction, just depriving themselves of whatever maybe they're craving, and that leads them into these binges. And I feel like a diet that's based around whole foods, nutritious, micronutrient dense foods is going to be better for a person that has suffered from binge eating disorder. So that's just my thoughts on it, and I just feel like it's better that way. So what are your opinions on people fear-mongering sugar? Like sugar is the reason why people are overweight and carbs in excess are bad, etc. By Anthony. So my thoughts on this is that there are always going to be fear mongers. There's always going to be those types of people in society with whatever it may be. And the best thing to do is to look into it yourself and see how you respond to whatever the hype is surrounding. In this case, it's carbs, it's sugar. My main point with this is anything in excess over an extended period of time is going to be bad. I don't necessarily like to use the term bad. I feel like that's subjective in many senses, so it's definitely something to keep in mind. And in this sense, I feel that there has always been a negative stigma surrounding carbohydrates, surrounding sugar, but then again, it's always going to be better if you try it out for yourself and see how you respond to it and how your body responds to it. Alright, the next one's going to be from Home Microsticos. What is your favorite style of riding, climbing, sprints, etc.? How do you think that conditioning you developed by riding has helped your recovery for lifting? Very straightforward answer with this one, and I've actually touched on it in previous videos, but my favorite type of riding has always been climbing. I feel like climbing has made me a better rider. It's helped me in the gym. It's helped me get to the cardiovascular capacity that I'm at right now. Whereas if I was just a guy that rode flats and didn't do any sort of hill work at all, I would not be able to do anything like I do right now. I feel like I am in the best cardiovascular shape of my life. So I definitely think it's important for any cyclist to be including hill work in their routine. So see one band, living or dead, live in concert, who do you see? I'm actually gonna put a little twist on this. I would see Guns N' Roses in their prime, early 90s. Nothing can beat it. And the last one I saved for last purposefully is by Anonimo LLN, who says, "Are you vegan?" To be completely honest, I am not a vegan. I lead a plant-based diet, a diet that's mainly based around whole foods. I don't consume any animal products or meat right now, but then again, I do wear leather. I don't lead a full vegan lifestyle, and that's what I think a true vegan is. So, and that's it, guys, for the Q&A. Hope you guys liked it. Again, I'm gonna be doing these every Sunday night, so be sure to stay tuned for the Instagram post. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow me on my social media. It'll be up on the screen right there. And stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.